Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how we can invert a vector shape to turn the empty space, the hole in the shape, into the separate object. I'm going to use Affinity Designer version 2.1, but I'm also going to include some workarounds if you are using older version of the software. Alright, so here I am in the desktop version of the app. Let me show you. Take a look here. It's almost like a cookie cutter, right? So we got this empty area inside a vector shape. And what we need now is to get this out as a separate vector object. So the main way of doing that should be to simply right click on it, search for geometry, and there should be an option to separate curves. So we are separating the hole from the back of it. All right, so it sounds strange because how can we separate the whole, but take a look. Separate curves, and I will end up with two vector objects. So now this element that was previously just a hole is a new object. That's exactly what we need. And we also got the clean version of the, you can say, the backdrop shape. All right, so if the shape is closed inside another shape, we can simply right click on it, geometry, and we can separate two curves. So that's the easiest method. What if the shape, the empty shape inside, the hole inside is open up, it's not closed? In that case, we will create some temporary closing here. So let's grab, let's say, pen tool, and I will draw something to close it up temporarily. All right, and now I should be able to select both the line and the shape, and let's explore a very new feature just added in version 2.1. That's the bucket option, right? So we can fill this with the bucket. Take a look. When I hover my mouse inside, now I create a brand new shape based on this empty space. And you may wonder, where is the bucket tool in my program? If you are still in version 2.0, you need to wait a little bit more. I'm using the beta software here, so it's not yet into the public release, but it's coming very soon. All right, so the bucket tool is coming. What can you do in version 2.0 when you're still waiting for the bucket tool? You can use a shape builder instead. So use the shape builder plus, and then we can use this empty space here, and it's create a new shape in. It's like bucket tool. All right, so you can use shape builder or bucket tool, but don't forget to draw a line to close the shape from the bottom. All right, this way we can create this artificial intersection and be able to fill in this shape. All right, what next? This is the classic example, so we can use both methods. Method number one, let me remind you, you just right click on it, search for geometry, separate curves, and both the back shape and the hole, there will be separate shapes. Or you can use the new method with the bucket to fill in the empty space. All right, and the last example in today's tutorial, in this case, we could fill in those little holes and add them back to the shape to fix it up. That's our goal here, all right? We don't want those holes. We got some holes in the shape. We don't want to draw it again. We just want to fix those holes. So I could use bucket, right? Fill it in, and then I could select everything, use add operation, and somehow fix it. But there's a faster method. Take a look. If you just right click on it, search for geometry again, there is option to fill holes. Take a look. All done automatically. That's really a time saver. All right, so today our topic was how can we invert shapes. So how can we turn a shape with a hole? How can we turn this hole into a new vector object? I hope those tips are helpful. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I got more than 100 tutorials for Affinity Designer, and I hope I will see you in the next lesson. Bye!